Here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, for another delightful session of SnowRunner. Decided I would go with SnowRunner again tonight, because it's a little bit more chill, a little bit more laid back, a little bit more relaxing. And you really can't get too much more relaxed than the wonderful Canadian DLC that we've got going on here. So let us continue in the flooded foothills of Yukon, Canada. Doesn't that music get you? It's good stuff. Solid stuff. I am rather curious as to how this cat handles the terrain. I know the 745C is just an absolute monster when it comes to pretty much getting over anything. This one is supposedly the biggest hauler of the bunch. Let's see which vehicle. Look at the Tuz right down here, and I sort of wanted to keep... Well, that means I gotta loop back down here. Kinda wonder how I get over there. We'll find out. So... See, even that music's relaxing. It's relaxing music. And here I am, going to pollute this pristine landscape with this coal-rolling military APC. Just let out, you know, 2 big jets of diesel smog. Alright, let's, Ooh, that didn't tickle. Well, at least we didn't puncture a tire. But we do have a spare. Although I forget how many spares this thing actually does have on it. And it's not like we just can't restart at the garage either. Because we kind of have to get back down to the stream over here, cross back over, get to the road, which we obviously can't get down because there's some kind of bridge that we need to repair or rebuild or something. This thing is just so great because it makes mud look silly. And I kind of stopped using it in Russia simply because... Oh, that's another one of those unkillable trees. Yeah, I stopped using it in Russia, you know, Drowned Lands and all the other Russian maps simply because it was just too easy. Just, it made it way too easy. Something tells me that if I break this building down, yeah, it's going to turn into bricks. We kind of don't want any bricks right now. What we're going to do is cross back over here. and then continue up the road, because that's also where a lot of the tasks are as well. What is that? Oh, Lewis Fuel. Okay. Western Bridge, one of the critically important bridges on the way to the railway station, was washed away in the flood. Will you help us restore it? I mean, I guess I can. So we need 2 metal beams, which, actually, metal beams can be found right by the warehouse over there, and then we can... Did we get? No, we missed whatever this was. So, how deep is this? I wonder. Too deep. Too deep. Too deep. So, we need to head back to the garage over here, and let's see. Why not? There we go. Give the big boy a shot. So we're, let's see. Oh God. If anything, this is a mastodon. Yeah, we'll go with the charging bull again. Still no trailers, unfortunately. I'm gonna end up with like outrageous amounts of money spent on all of these new hood ornaments. Okay, so which way do we go? We go... Okay, so we just go this way. That's going to be bricks, and we don't want those. You know, it's kind of funny, for the size of the sheer, you know, length of the mud pit, typically this only has one set of axles in the mud at any given time because it's so goddamn long. And then we'll just kind of back into warehouse zone to make it slightly easier to leave, because this truck is obnoxiously oversized. Oh, that's kind of cool. It shows the cargo slots taken up on the truck itself. Loading platform. Yeah, that's actually kind of neat. And then the key here is just don't tip over. Also, make a 15-point turn to leave an area. I do like this truck. I really like this truck. I do kind of wonder what else I'm going to find in terms of vehicle upgrades and stuff. Because the F-750 was introduced in Lake Coved, but it took the Amandra map, which was the next map that they released, to get the all-wheel drive for the twin steer, this damn thing, this monstrosity, and to get the best engine in the F-750. So I wonder if there's different stuff out here, and if I go through some of the trucks, if they have options that I've not discovered. Or, well, they'll list them as options and where to find, or what zone to find them in. Alright, which way are we going? Continuing straight-ish. Sort of straight. Oh, are headlights on? Yeah, our headlights are on. But it's all foggy and stuff, so it's kind of neat. I like it. In my Mastodon hood decal. Actually, I wonder if you can break the hood ornament off. As unfortunate as that would be. Also, I really hope that this thing doesn't tip more than like 20 degrees and then we lose the entire load of steel beams. Still though, it's not like we're that far away from where we originated with the garage, or where we picked up the beams, or where we technically have to go. And we kind of bear to the left. This way. This truck is so awesome, though. It is outrageous. And if you put the highway gearbox in this thing and just send it, oh boy, does it go. This thing goes and goes. Because I believe it's got one of the more powerful engines in the game. What the hell is this? Oh, that wasn't by my hand. For once. Screw that up. Alright. Trailer whirlpool. Whoa. I was just crossing the bridge when I got distracted by a squirrel and drove this trailer in the water. Please help me get it to the farm. You're better fit for this job. Okay. So, trailer whirlpool, delivered to the farm. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so we can repair the bridge, see what that is, and then so it doesn't let you lock onto a target unless you're tracking it. Okay, that's interesting. Little change up. Oh, what's all this? Mud. Holy mud. And rocks. Mud and rocks. Watch out. Yeah, don't tip, buddy. Don't tip. I wonder what that is over there. That's, oh. The pipeline. Gold horse mining. Why would they want to mine gold horses? Maybe gold horses are valuable. I don't even know what's available for vehicle upgrades out here. The only thing I knew about was really the trucks that were available. So, as far as anything else, kind of flying blind, which, I mean, it's not a terrible thing. There are worse things. I kind of prefer to go into this without really knowing too much of what's going on, because it's sort of more fun that way. And that's a bridge. Mighty fine bridge, if I do say so myself. And to do. Not that I have to have any hand in actually the construction of the bridge, but yeah, hey, whatever works for you. So, over to does. So let's go back and let's get this trailer, because it's basically exactly where we are going. Or, well, the direction of where we are going. So, I mean, two birds. One stone. Actually, speaking of stones, I did finish off the rest of my pizza. The Domino's pizza from yesterday afternoon for lunch, which was oh so good. And if you need a recap as to what particular kind of pizza it was, we had a Domino's deep dish pizza with premium chicken, diced tomato, and feta cheese. So it was kind of like a flavor medley, and the chicken really kind of pulled it all together. I'm a fan. Mostly I'm a fan of, oh, nope, fan of deep dish pizza. Really, it's the way I roll. I love deep dish pizza. Well, hello, Tripwire. How are you this evening? Yeah, I know. This thing doesn't exactly have the most agile of steering, but it is legitimately a tank, so a day off is always a good thing. And I certainly hope you've enjoyed your day off. I, for one, had to work, but that's okay. And now, after work, I am enjoying myself with a little relaxing bit of driving around the Canadian Yukon. Sleeping through the day is not a bad thing. I hope I didn't get this thing stuck. Well, I mean, there are worse things than, you know, I can purchase a curtain-side trailer. Not that I know or have any uses for a curtain-side trailer. APC all the way. It actually helps if I'm paying attention to the road. But, I mean, only minimally. I mean, it is an off-road game, so the roads are more suggestions. They're more like guidelines. Parlay. I still think that was the best one out of the bunch. First one. Captain Barbosa. He was the man. Actually, he's a really fun actor, too. Go watch Mystery Men. Casanova Frankenstein, anyone? Actually, that was a lot of fun. Hank Azaria, Ben Stiller, and all the little side characters that are in it. I am the Blue Raja, mother. And that awful accent that he adopts. Alright, let's go. Let's deliver. Oh, that's the entrance to the farm. Don't mind me. I'm just going to go crashing through your fields of muck, apparently. Ooh, slowing down a little bit. This is some mud. All right. Let's see. Alright, so let's go get that one. And is there anything else over this way? That's probably more materials right over there. Oh, we missed one right there. So we'll go scoot back and get that. Gather up all the tasks. And I completely dislike that forced camera perspective. So what's this? Uphill delivery. Mr. Stevenson ordered some wooden planks and this trailer from us. Deliver them to him and he will pay you. New trailer discovered, Scout flatbed. Okay. So... Huh. I wonder... I guess we gotta figure out how to get... Or if there's a different way... Oh, maybe that's it right there. That's gonna be... Actually not terrible. I don't think it's super rocky going up there. Alright, let's go back across the bridge on the other side and get whatever that other task was. And we currently don't have to think about pizza because we had some. Alright, there we go. Yeah, 40 kilometers an hour. Sure. This thing isn't even remotely capable of anything like that. How do we get in over here? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's see what's shaking over here. Lost en route. My friend Bill loves building cars. I sent him some crates with spare parts, but not only did he break the truck, he also lost the crates. Will you deliver the crates to him? He will give you the truck if you fix it. Oh. Oh, we get a C-70 out of the deal? I mean, I guess it's not terrible. There are worse things to get than a C-70. So the C-70 is over here. Vehicle spare parts are over there. Bill's house is there. Okay, so we gotta grab those along the way. Yeah, that's fine. You know, I could advance the time so it's back to morning again. But you know what? I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it, because it's kind of just too nice to cruise around in the dark like this. Get my headlights, the snow gently falling all around you. No wildlife in sight. Not another human person for miles around. Contrary to what the game may have you believe. I have yet to see another human person, even in silhouette form, in the entire game. Ooh, alright. Well, don't mind if I do. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, that was the fuel station. Where's there another watchtower? Okay. Maybe we'll hit this other watchtower. And then there's another watchtower over there. So we may have to bring out the scout trailer radar detector doodad. Which does a pretty damn good job of opening up swaths of the map. This whole section is completely washed out. It's a train track right over there. And then there's also something over there. Of course it's another task. What could it be? Fallen stones. The rocks have fallen into the railway tracks. Help clear the debris to reopen the path. So I need to find consumables on the map. Who's got consumables? Oh, there's another warehouse. Okay. Gotcha. Just carry on. Oh, a little bit too much water. Too much water in the intake tube. Is the Achilles heel of this particular vehicle. Because we begin to take damage when we go a little bit too far into the water. Also, there's something over that way. It's totally there. I know it's there. That's where the consumables come from. Which I can't carry anything. Container, metal rolls, fuel, concrete slab, metal beam, consumables, concrete block. Yeah, okay, we can get a lot of stuff from there. Any other tasks? Let's go out back here because we need to uncover more of the map. See? There we go. I wouldn't have known this was here. Ooh. Trailer store. And we can't carry trailers, so... Oh, but you know what? The twin steer is actually not that far behind. I wonder if I can make it through here. I can park underneath of this damn trailer, but I can't hook up to it. Alright. We're not going to tempt fate, and we're not going to, like, knock the thing over. So it's actually kind of useful that there is, in fact, a trailer store over here. Not that I can currently do anything about it. Although there is another... Holy crap, there's a whole other road right back up there. Okay, I gotcha. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady also cannot submerge under water. What's this? Nothing? Nothing, I guess. Figure out what that is. It probably needs a truck with a flatbed or something. Oh. Okay. What's this? Let's find out. Because that's where the watchtower is. And this is probably another bridge repair, which is probably what the other thing on the opposite island is. Wooden bridge. Except we need 2 planks to finish repairing the wooden bridge. And I guess we can get those from the railway station there. Okay. So I would need those to be able to get across there. Actually, you know what? Let's take a trip back to the garage. And let's look at some of our options here. This is the only truck that, or one of the few American trucks that actually has a mud tire option on it. Whoa. Off-road. Mud. Where did this come from? Okay. What? What? Where did this come from? Alright, so apparently there's other stuff available in Yukon. That's also in Yukon. So we've got 2 different suspension systems. An active suspension for this thing? That's for manual control over the road clearance for optimal for performance in all kinds of terrain. Or tuned custom, just like the F750. I'm kind of excited about that. Let's see if there's any other options and stuff like that. Kodiak, maybe? Oh, that's exactly where it's gonna go. We're gonna kind of see nothing. What about one of these guys? What do we got here for options? Yeah, let's sell that stuff. Whoa, wait a minute. Special, advanced special, multi-purpose. Less specialized gearbox built for increased top speed and higher gear count, as well as a minor increase in fuel efficiency and resilience while only leaving regular low and high gear options. Suspension. Holy crap, I can find an active suspension for this thing. Oh, I have to explore this map and get all the cool stuff. Wait, can we do different tire sizes? No. So, what about the other? You know what? To hell with it. We're taking this thing out. See how well this thing does in the mud. Oh boy. There is way too much stuff being tracked on this map here. Let's see if I can fix that. So, wooden planks, where can we get wooden planks from? How about we just hit the warehouse and then we'll come back around. And then we'll drop off the wooden planks right there. Yeah, so we'll try that. This is the ANK, and it is a military vehicle. There you go, we're going. Is that straight? Gotta turn right there. The four-wheel drive is always on. Differential is always locked. Brakes. Okay. It's an awesome truck. It's just got horrible gas mileage, and it only has a 200-liter fuel tank, which for a lot of the off-road trucks is a fairly small-sized fuel tank. The tires that they have available on it are actually the custom mud tires that the Russian Taiga truck has, which is one of the better trucks in the game. But like I said, they favor the Russian trucks for some reason. Well, not for some reason. This company is a European company. Alright. Wooden plank, wooden plank. Now let's get to where we get to go without tipping over. Which is usually the problem with this truck. It is very tippy. I'm actually very interested in seeing what the active suspension and stuff does for this thing. This thing also has a very unique engine tone to it. I don't think any of the other trucks have this sounding engine. Oh, I seriously can't wait for the tuned custom suspension for this thing. It's going to be gigantic. And probably even more tippy. But that's okay, it'll be fun. Although, if these custom mud tires act anything like the custom mud tires on the Taiga, it's going to be very planted, because they seem to have a lot of weight in them when you use them on the Taiga. Like when you roll over, which you're bound to do, you kind of land on your feet more often, well, your tires more often than not. This map has so much mud. And it's a different kind of mud, too. It doesn't feel like the typical mud that was in the Russian map. Zimnogorsk. Or the Drowned Lands. Even the Quarry. Little by little, we will fight for every inch of progress. Actually, this is no big thing. This is relatively decent going. But the neat thing about it is, it's a balanced form of progress. Lake Coved and Amandra were two completely different forms of throttled progress. They were very difficult. Amandra more so than Lake Coved. Lake Coved had all that crazy ice, but I mean, you could kind of get around that. Amandra had snow on top of mud, rock fields, boulder fields, all kinds of stuff. And it was just punishing at points. Kind of wonder how deep this thing could actually travel in the water. I mean, there are a bunch of trucks that have a lot better. Where are we going? This way. Yeah, I think it's. Wait a minute. We do go to the right. And then we go past there. Okay. Yeah, there are some trucks that have a kind of insane ability to make some significant progress through deep water. Let's give a little bit of a helping hand with the winch here. It would be funny too. This is the type of truck that is actually capable of operating with water up to the base of the windshield. Like if you can breathe, you can drive this truck. Hello. How goes things? You are new here. Funniest part about this entire thing is that I had never actually played any of the spin tire games, any of the Mud Runner games. This game came on my radar, I think it was at the beginning of this year. And I saw the first preview, instantly hooked. It didn't matter anything else about it. I saw the first preview. Old Twitch username. Well, PlayStation Network didn't exactly allow anyone to change their usernames for the longest time either, so there is that. Okay. So let's stop at Lewis Fuel. And it's nice too because unlike the Lake Coved or Amandra maps, getting the sawmill. The sawmill is just... That's a railway station. The sawmill... Where was the sawmill? I'm just kind of cruising around at the moment. Mr. Stevenson's house. Why, thank you for the follow. That is super appreciative. I don't think I've found the sawmill yet. Where is the sawmill? I think I found it at some point. No, it's on here somewhere. Where is it? There's a warehouse that's like right over here. So, it's a little road. What's this? This might be something. Let's keep exploring then. I'm gonna go fix this other bridge that's over here. I haven't fully unlocked or uncovered the entire map yet. So I'm just kind of, you know, cruising around, checking stuff out, unlocking stuff. Just kind of enjoying the pace that the game sets. Which has been nice, actually. It's been very nice. I have to say I really like these mud tires on the ANK. I think it kind of really makes it into a completely different beast of a vehicle. And I can't wait to get the bigger suspension lift kit for this thing, because then it would just look hilarious. This is a great game because it's a relaxing game. There's a pace to the game that's not rushed. It's not a game where you have to complete a series of tasks in a timed amount, or where you have to rush through all these things and just, you've got more stuff than you know what to do with. I mean, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you look at the game map and there is stuff dotting the landscape absolutely everywhere. And you can tackle that any way you darn well please. But this game, you're presented with a series of tasks, and there's a logistical aspect to it as well, where you need to transport a big piece of cargo from point A to point B, and you can't do that until certain things are repaired, bridges, rock landsides repaired, bridges rebuilt, just all kinds of logistical things. Fuel needs to be taken into account. If you lose your cargo, if the truck flips, anything, absolutely anything. If you're operating in remote areas, the supply chain needs to be taken into account as well. You can bring repair trucks, you can bring fuel trucks out, any number of vehicles to flip you back all on four wheels again. Oh, there's that pizza. Okay. Yeah, not like my headlights really do a whole hell of a lot in the weird kind of fog that's out here. And it's neat too because it's a mixture of snow as the elevation increases and lots of mud and water. Okay, there we go. Let's go repair this bridge and then get that watchtower. So what can we get here? All kinds of stuff. Kind of doesn't, That is the definition of multitasking. And it's certainly the way to do it. The great thing about this game, too, is that I've had my fair share of Zoom meetings while playing SnowRunner in the background. It's kind of the way to do it. And it makes for much more interesting Zoom meetings because nobody knows you're playing video games. I think I left... Yeah, I left the Tuz right over there. Okay. It's a decent paycheck. Alright, let's make it across. We'll keep going with the ANK. Although I do have to say the Ford F-750 is actually awesome at navigating a lot of this terrain. So this is over here somewhere. Last thing I need is this giant exhaust pipe bellowing out blue smoke to obscure my already obscured vision with these stupid trees. Oh, there it is. The F-750, after the engine upgrade, the best engine that you can get from the opposite side of Amandra, completely transforms the truck into something that I never thought was going to be as effective as it was. Manual unloading practice discovered. Upgrade location. Alright, we have been itching for some upgrade pieces. So let's see. So the upgrade piece is just past there. Cabin construction site. Manual unloading practice. Okay. And that's where one upgrade piece is. So why don't we just go figure out across the railroad tracks over there. And come around the backside of that. I don't know if I'm able to cross over. Okay. Let's make it, Nope, 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 don't. Sounds good, Tripwire. Thank you for popping by and saying hello. Always fantastic to see you around. I certainly appreciate it. Let's just go back over here and see what that upgrade piece was. We'll be catching you shortly. Vroom vroom indeed. Alright, so let's see how we can get over here. Oh, back up here. Okay, so cross the railroad tracks. Yes. Go through this way. Little snow-covered stumps all over the place. And traverse down this little path. And boom, there it is. The ability to actually... What's this? An engine upgrade for the Action, the Bandit, Step, and the Zix. Huh. So I have more engine options. Okay. I think that is a brilliant idea because it makes it so much easier now to actually transport all kind of different trucks instead of stringing them together with trailers and winch cables and everything else and hoping that nothing comes apart. Okay. So I think that's the... Is that the better engine for the Bandit? I think it is. And apparently, you can pack trucks on trucks on trucks. Okay, let's go see what this is all about. Aha! This is where the forklift is. New truck discovered. Caterpillar TH357. Manual unloading practice. Greetings, here's your task for the day. Using the forklift or the crane, load a pallet with barrels onto the platform. Okay. Okay, this is kind of neat. Okay. All right. This ain't gonna work so well. I've been using the twin steer with the lifted suspension and the large mud tires. And I have to say, it is one of the most beastly trucks in the entire game. It is unbelievable how good that truck does. Forklift. Okay. Where the hell is it trying to make you? The stock suspension will make it less tippy. The thing is, it's so much cooler with the giant tires. And it's just, it is amazing how much power the thing has. The fact that it got all-wheel drive was just, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Yeah, exactly. Even with the off-road transmission, the thing just it's because it's so damn long that when your front tires are in the mud, your back tires are out of the mud. And when your front tires are out of the mud, your back tires are in the mud. So it just kind of... What's the deal here? What am I missing? Let's see. Is that where I'm supposed to go? Yeah, exactly. It's exactly the reason. Okay. Let's see if... Why is this thing... Where am I supposed to grab this thing by? Okay. Forklift. Tilt. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. Okay. So you really gotta scoop the thing. Just totally gonna mess this whole thing up. That's okay. That's alright. Just gonna mess your day up, cargo. Just because. gonna monkey this whole thing up. There we go. One way or another to do it. Oh man, this is way too funny. Oops. Almost got it. Oh man. Alright, yes, we'll restart that. Kind of try to maybe do it a little bit better this time. Let's move this thing back. Okay. Of course, it's too low. All right, right there. Right there. Operate the forklift. Drop down. Extend. And boom. Load manually on the loading site. Okay. It's right over there? Alright. Oh, this whole thing's hilarious. Oop, go forward. Go forward slowly. Okay, so that would make sense, yeah. Boom. Okay. Change back over to this bad boy. And let's see what this is. Open storehouse. Okay. Oh, alright. Okay. I gotcha. Alright. On that note, I think it's going to be time to kind of wrap this up for the evening. At least for the time being, anyways. And, I will probably continue more of this tomorrow. Because this has been hilarious. And I'll keep poking around the map, and I'll keep looking for some stuff. Because there is more to be found. So much more. And I've enjoyed this entirely too much right now. So, thank you very much for the like and the follow. And, yeah. I am totally down with that. And it's, yeah, Storm of Iron. We'll catch you again. Follow along for more journeys of tomfoolery and shenanigans.